Ever been at a party where everyone knows your name, but somehow you feel like a ghost? That's called mal de coucou, a term coined by John Koenig in the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. It's the strange feeling of being everywhere and nowhere at once. You're socially visible, people greet you, laugh at your jokes, but deep down, you feel emotionally disconnected, like you're floating outside yourself. It's like being on the guest list, but not truly belonging. Koenig named it after the cuckoo bird, which lays its eggs in other birds' nests, always present, but never quite at home. Number 12, Exulansis. Ever try telling someone about the biggest thing that's ever happened to you? Grief, travel, a weird spiritual moment, and halfway through, see that glazed look in their eyes? So you stop mid-sentence and pivot to, anyway, how about those tacos? That's called exulansis. Another term from the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, it's the frustration of wanting to share a life-changing story, but realizing nobody else will truly get it. It's like dropping emotional confetti, and nobody notices the party. So you lock it away, because silence feels safer than explaining the unexplainable. If you've ever bitten your tongue because words felt pointless, that's exulansis. And trust me, you're not alone. Number 11, Koselig Angst. Imagine lounging on your couch, snacks in hand, binge-watching your favorite show, and suddenly feeling a pang of guilt because the world is basically on fire. That's Koselig Angst, a term inspired by Norwegian coziness, koselig, mixed with the anxiety of knowing everything else is falling apart. It's enjoying comfort, laughter, or a good meal while doom-scrolling headlines about wars, disasters, or the latest global crisis. It's that tug of war between feeling safe and wondering if you even deserve to relax when others are suffering. Number 10, Vorfreude Betrug. Ever counted down the days to a big event, a vacation, a concert, a new video game, convinced it'll be the highlight of your year, and then it finally arrives, and you're like, that's it? That's Vorfreude Betrug, a German-inspired term that means anticipation fraud. It's when something you've been hyping up in your head just doesn't deliver. Your brain floods you with dopamine before the event, imagining how perfect it'll be. But when the real thing happens, it can't possibly match the fantasy. It's why sometimes the planning feels better than the actual experience. So if you've ever felt weirdly empty on the first day of your dream vacation, don't worry. That's just Vorfreude Betrug doing its thing. Number 9, Torschlusspanik. Ever wake up on your birthday, stare at the ceiling and think, oh no, am I running out of time to get my life together? That's Torschlusspanik, a German term meaning closing gates panic. It's the fear that time is slipping away and the window to chase your dreams is slamming shut. It hits when you turn 30 and suddenly feel like you should own a house, write a novel, and have a perfectly curated skincare routine, all at once. It's your brain screaming, hurry up, the gates are closing, even though there's often way more time than you think. So if you've ever panicked that you're behind in life, take a breath. You're right on time, even if your brain doesn't believe it. Number 8. Natsukashii. Ever hear a song from your teenage years and suddenly you're grinning and a little sad all at once? That's Natsukashii, a beautiful Japanese word for a nostalgic feeling that's sweet and wistful. It's when a memory makes you smile but also tugs at your heart, reminding you of how much time has passed. It's flipping through old photos, smelling your childhood shampoo, or passing by the pizza place where you had your first date and feeling that warm ache of those were the days. Natsukashii isn't about regret. It's about cherishing the past while knowing you can't quite go back. So, if you've ever laughed and teared up over an old memory, that's your heart reminding you how beautifully complicated it is to be human. Number 7, Fremdschämen. Ever watch someone bomb a karaoke performance, but they're singing with total confidence? And suddenly, you're sinking into your chair, cringing it on their behalf? That's Fremdschämen, a German word for the weird, squirmy feeling of secondhand embarrassment. It's when someone's being painfully awkward and they have no idea, but your brain decides to feel humiliated for them. It happens when a coworker overshares in a meeting, or when a reality show contestant spills secrets on national TV. Your heart races, your face burns, and you'd rather vanish than keep watching. Fremdschämen reminds us how deeply wired we are for social connection, because sometimes we cringe so others don't have to. Number 6, Zenosyne. Remember when a single summer felt like an entire lifetime? Now you blink, and it's suddenly October. That's Zenosyne. It describes the feeling that time speeds up as you get older. As kids, every day felt massive. New experiences, new memories. But as adults, routines blend together, and our brains fast forward through familiar stuff. It's why waiting for your birthday at age 8 felt endless. But your 30s rush by in a blur of emails and laundry. Zenosyne makes you realize how precious the present is, because the older we get, the faster time seems to sprint away. So if you've ever thought, wait, wasn't it just January? That's Zenosyne tapping you on the shoulder. Number 5. Zielschmerz. Ever chase a huge goal for months, maybe years, and finally reach it, only to feel weirdly empty instead of ecstatic? That's Zielschmerz, a German word meaning goal pain. It's the ache that comes after achieving something big. You think finishing your novel, running a marathon, or landing your dream job would feel like fireworks. But sometimes it leaves you asking, now what? The brain loves chasing possibility. Once the goal's checked off, there's nothing left to anticipate. And reality often can't compete with your imagination. It's why people sometimes feel lost right after big wins. So, if you've ever felt a strange ache in your victory lap, that's Zielschmerz reminding you that humans run on purpose, not just finish lines. Number 4. Weltdistanz. Ever sit in a crowded room, conversations buzzing all around you, but feel like you're watching it all through a pane of glass? Das ist Weltdistanz, a German-inspired word for the sense of being detached from the world, as if life is happening at arm's length and you're just an observer. It's not necessarily sadness, more like floating above your own existence, disconnected and a bit surreal. People laugh, music plays, and you're there, but somehow not really there. Weltdistanz can hit during stressful times, deep thinking, or even randomly for no reason at all. So if you've ever felt like an invisible tourist in your own life, that's Weltdistanz reminding you that sometimes your brain just wants to step back and watch the show. Number 3. Sonder. Ever sit in traffic, look at the driver next to you, and suddenly wonder, what's going on in their life right now? That's Sonder, a mind-blowing realization that every stranger you see, every passerby on the street, every person in the cafe is living a life as rich and complicated as your own. They have heartbreaks, victories, weird hobbies, secret fears, entire universes swirling behind their eyes. It's realizing the world isn't your movie, but an endless network of overlapping stories, each as vivid as yours. Number 2. Schadenfreude. Ever watch someone trip over absolutely nothing and have to bite your lip to stop laughing? That's Schadenfreude, a German word for the guilty pleasure of feeling a tiny spark of joy when someone else messes up. It's why people love fail videos, reality show meltdowns, or the moment your smug coworker accidentally spills coffee all over their laptop. Schadenfreude doesn't mean you're cruel, it's just human nature. Psychologists say it comes from social comparison and relief that it's not happening to you. So if you've ever chuckled when karma made a surprise visit, don't beat yourself up. That's just Schadenfreude, keeping things interesting. Number 1. L'appel du vide. Ever stand at the edge of a cliff, look down, and suddenly think, what if I just jumped? Don't worry, you're not secretly self-destructive. That's l'appel du vide, French for the call of the void. It's the bizarre, fleeting urge to do something dangerous or destructive, even though you have no real desire to die. Scientists think it's your brain double-checking your survival instincts, like a mental fire drill reminding you, hey, don't actually do that. It can happen while driving, holding a sharp object, or standing on a balcony. It's weird, it's unsettling, but it's surprisingly common. So if you've ever had a random dark impulse and instantly thought, whoa, where did that come from? That's l'appel du vide reminding you that your brain sometimes sends very weird notifications. So, which of these strange feelings whispered your name today? Or maybe there's a secret emotion only you have words for. Tell me in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what worlds live inside your head. And if you're into exploring the hidden corners of the human soul, hit subscribe and let's keep wandering together.